We're honoring the life and legacy of the Reverend Jesse Jackson, a key figure in the civil rights movement and a protege of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Jackson advocated for underrepresented communities on issues from voting rights to education to health care. He also made several stops in Minnesota throughout his life. Gordon Severson takes a look back.
The whole world is watching.
The legacy of Jesse Jackson is deeply rooted in the civil rights movement of the 1960s. But after a number of stops in Minnesota over the years,
he was a drum major for the marginalized.
Richard Howell Jr. of Shiloh Temple says it became clear to him that Jesse Jackson's message of hope extended far beyond just the black community.
Anywhere where there's an injustice against another group of people, regardless who they were, you can expect Jesse Jackson's voice to be in that mix.
Bishop Howell says Jackson visited his church a few times in recent years. In 2016, he visited Minneapolis after the police shooting of Philando Castile.
We've learned to survive apart. Now we must learn to live together.
Jackson visited again in back-to-back years in 2020 and 2021 after the deaths of George Floyd and Daunte Wright.
I believe he was in the beginning stages of his sickness, but that did not deter him from coming, and you had to admire a person like that.
Jackson also visited North Dakota in 2016 to support Native Americans during the Dakota Pipeline protests. And he once visited Minnesota in 1985 to support Minnesota farmers during an economic crisis. Bishop Howell says these visits are proof that Jackson was a timeless voice for all people, a man whose mere presence brought people together.
He is among the great ones. He's among Dr. Martin Luther King and many others who fought with their blood, sweat, and tears to make this community a livable community.